Do you understand now? That is what I mean. My husband and I will be coming to live with Mom and Dad now, so get out of that place, you parasite! I already thought it was pretty strange that you're coming back on such short notice, but now this? What have you been doing this whole time out there, Claire? Where did you end up running off to? Also, you got married without ever telling any of the family about it? I just got away from my hometown for a bit and got to work. I happen to be different than my 40-year-old sister who is still living at home with her parents like the day I left her. What kind of work were you doing? That has nothing to do with you, Sophie. And after today, things between you and I will be over forever. You're cutting ties to me? So you're really going to mean it this time then, right? I hope you realize that we aren't in elementary school anymore, and by cutting ties to me, you're ruining any scrap of family ties we had left with each other. Well, considering you still act like an elementary schooler, I really do hope you don't start crying for me to come back to you. And if you want me to prove that you're still acting like you're 10, look at the life you're living. You haven't done anything with your life yet, and I'm sure you're not even working a job either. I'm sure things after today will only become more difficult for you, but you'll just have to try your best to learn about the real world in your 40s. Actually, I feel like I've been working too much. I'm at the point where I'm wanting to quit my job. Liar! You don't even work a job! Dad has all the money you'll ever need after all, right? I have been so jealous of you because all you've had to do your whole life is live in that penthouse with him. Wait, that penthouse is... But this time, it's my turn to experience the glamorous life. Don't you ever come back here, all right? That penthouse is all mine to have now. What? Are you sure you really want that place to yourself? Of course. That kind of a high-end room would be much better suited for someone like me in the first place. If you're going to take it, that would be a huge favor for me. Thank you so much, Claire. I'll get to work on having the name on that place switched over to yours now. Just sit back and wait. Once I've finished up all this paperwork for you, then the whole place will be all yours to keep. Well, you changed your mind pretty quickly. Hurry up and get all that paperwork done for me then, and bring it to me once you're done. I suppose you are a bit smarter than even I was thinking. Even you can understand that a luxurious place such as that was too much for yourself. I wouldn't say it was too much for me, rather I just didn't enjoy living there at all. If you're going to be taking it away from me, that'll be huge. Why are you trying to act so tough now? I'm being serious right now. But could you at least let me stay here with all of you until I've found myself a new place to call home? Absolutely not! You've already leached off of Dad enough being 40 years old now and still living in a place like that with him and Mom. Starting today, my husband and I are coming over to start our new lives there, so get lost already. I see. Well, good luck then. You're the one who will need this luck.
Hi, Sophie. It was nice to meet you just a second ago. By the way, this is your sister's husband, Trent. I was able to get your number from Claire after I asked.
I see. Nice to meet you, Trent. So, is there something you still need from me?
Actually, I have some very good news to tell you right now. Have you been feeling pretty stressed out lately?
What? Stressed out? Well, I assume that everyone feels a lot of stress at certain points in their life. I guess I did just get kicked out of that house a little bit ago, right?
And that's probably gotten you pretty stressed out, right? Well, I happen to have a picture that I can give to you to hang in your next house. That'll take all your stress away.
What did you say?
All you have to do is put it up in your house somewhere. If you do that, anytime you have a look at it, your stress will go away. I can tell you all sorts of accounts from people that really tried it and said it worked for them.
Wait, hold on a minute. What are you talking about, Trent? What's this picture of?
One person told me that just by putting this picture up in their house, they were able to find a lover. Others have said after putting it on their wall, they were promoted at work. Even some saying that their parents came back from the dead after putting it up. Everyone has said that this picture really changed their life.
What do you mean their parents came back from the dead? That has to be a lie, right? If you're trying to sell me something, at least make it a bit more believable.
So, what do you think about this picture? It normally retails for $6,500. But just for you, considering your family, I could drop that price down to $5,000.
That's insanely expensive. Who was the one that ended up taking that picture, or painting it?
It's a painting. Pardon me for calling it a picture then. And I cannot tell you who painted it. That's a secret within the business. So, what do you say? There is a lot of stress in this world. So, having this painting at home would really help you out.
I don't need that. So is this the kind of work you both have been doing together then?
Excuse me? What do you mean by this kind of work?
You and Claire have been going around scamming people with fake items like you were just trying with me, right? Jesus. I hate scammers like you.
Huh? This is not some scam. How could you say something like that about the hard work I've been doing? How about you give this item a try before you start to claim it's a scam, and then we'll see who talks.
I guess it isn't right for me to claim something before I've even tried, whatever it is you're selling. But you just told me people have said it brought their dead parents back. What the heck? Who would believe something like that, Trent?
I am just telling you what all my lovely customers have told me about this painting. So, what's it going to be, Sophie? Are you going to be buying this wonderful painting from me today?
I'm not buying that trash. I don't believe in magical paintings or whatever else you're selling anyway. And you should stop selling that crap to others as well.
Huh? There are people that want things like this, though. That need things like this. How can you tell a stranger like me what to do with my life and who I sell this product to?
You are my brother-in-law now, so you're no stranger to me.
Did you not hear anything from Claire then? She told me that she's cut ties to you.
And like I was saying to her, if she wants to cut ties to me, then she'd better mean it. You both seem to be some really big idiots.
How dare you call us idiots like that? Well, whatever. If you're not going to buy this painting off of me then, there's no use in talking with you anymore.
Good. Thank you for noticing that, and goodbye forever. Hey, what are these scams you're trying to sell people? Like that magical painting or whatever the heck? I just got a text from Trent a second ago trying to sell me one of those. Huh? We have nothing to do with you now, Sophie. We cut ties to you, so stop texting me about all that. I understand that, but there's just one thing I wanted to check with you about. You're doing all right, right? I just want to make sure things are fine with you because now that I'm out of the house, I'm going to move far away. I might even move overseas or something if I can. So if you need anything before I go, please tell me. I don't need you for anything, Sophie. You aren't important to anything I have going on in my life. Now go and get out of here to whatever country you're wanting to move to. All right, then. You seem to be perfectly fine with everything, then. You were the one that read through all that paperwork I gave you and signed it, after all. Of course I'm fine. Now leave me the hell alone and never talk to me again. Even Mom and Dad know that they love me more than they ever loved you. But that makes sense to you as well, right? I happen to have a cute face and all, and have done well for myself. I'm totally used to those two always comparing me to you. Ever since we were little, you always happened to be their favorite, but I could never understand why that was. Maybe you were always just really good at sucking up to them or something, and that's why they both put all their attention onto you. Okay, I can see that you're really jealous of my ability to actually communicate with others. Now, I'm going to block your phone number. Send whatever else you'd like to me, but I'm never going to see it. Blocking me so soon? Well, good luck then. You're going to need it. Hey, what's going on here? I just got a notice saying that this place is being seized from me. Didn't you block me 2 months ago or something? Shut the hell up and answer me. What is going on here? Ah, that might be because no one has been paying off the loan. If you just start paying the bank again, then they'll let you keep that penthouse. What loan? Since when was there a loan? What? In order to live in that place, you have to pay $3,000 each month in order to pay off the loan that was taken to pay for it. Huh? Wait, I never heard anything about there being a loan like that. This place is already paid for and owned by Dad, right? That place is owned by someone, but that someone is me. And it wasn't paid off completely since I was having to work hard to pay off the loan on that place every month. Well, then start paying for it again. Take care of your responsibilities, dang it. Well, here's the thing, though. The person who needs to pay off that loan now is you, Claire. What? You signed all of that paperwork to become the new owner of that penthouse, right? On those papers, it was written clear as day that you'd also have to start paying off that loan. Did you never read any of that? What? I would never read through all of that. Who the hell would want to read through all that fine print? A lot of people who happen to care about the home they're taking over. Also, I told you to make sure to read through all of those papers first before signing, right? I know that, but I was sure there was no reason for me to have to read all of that. You knew that I was never going to read any of those papers, and that's why you just handed them to me and watched me sign them. Well, perhaps I did do that knowing you wouldn't read them, or perhaps I didn't. But there's nothing you can do about that now, is there? Just know that right now, at this moment, that penthouse is now yours. And that means you are now the one responsible for paying off that loan. I can't pay off a loan like this. I have no way to pay it off. Crying about that to me won't do you any good, though. Why not try borrowing some money in order to pay it all off? Right now, I just want you to come back to this place. I need you to help me keep this place and tell the bank to back off. If they take it from me, the whole family will be in trouble. I have no reason to go back there. And I couldn't even if I wanted to. I'm in Denmark right now. Huh? Denmark? Where the hell is that place? I told you before that I'd be going overseas, right? I moved away from the States and I won't be coming back there for some time now. I was able to finally free myself from those crappy parents and that huge loan they stuck me with, so it's my turn to have some fun and enjoy life. Then, what the hell are we all supposed to do now? I don't know. You're all grown adults now, right? You're the one that signed all those papers, so you're going to have to figure that whole problem out on your own. Figure this all out? I thought this place was already paid for and owned by Dad. And to make matters worse for me, Dad doesn't even have any money right now. I know he doesn't have anything. He lost every penny he had, gambling it all away at casinos. I know all about that because I was forced to take care of both Mom and Dad, and take on that penthouse. You can understand now why I wanted to get away from all of you at the moment my shackles were undone, right? Are you serious? Then how the hell were you able to pay $3,000 a month to live in a place like this? I happen to be a freelance designer, so through a lot of hard work and big deals, I was able to make enough money to take care of Mom, Dad, and the penthouse. But you happen to have Trent with you there, so the both of you can find a way to pay off that loan and have yourself a very nice penthouse, right? How are we supposed to pay off the loan, though? The both of us are unemployed at the moment. What? The reason we came all the way back here to live with Mom and Dad is because we both lost our jobs and couldn't pay our rent. Yet now we're both being asked to pay even more for this place because the loan still hasn't been paid off. So that's why your husband is going around trying to scam people now? But here's the thing, Claire. For right now, there is nothing I'll be able to do from here. After all, you guys cut ties to me, and you also happen to have your name on that penthouse now. Wait, come on now. This is all way too messed up, right? Are you actually going to just leave us all behind now? How dare you throw your own family away like that, you jerk? Are you embarrassed to be saying something like that about me right now? What I did does not matter right now. You're the one throwing both your mom and dad away as well right now, making you the worst. Did you know that the day you said you were coming back to move in with them, they told me they didn't need me anymore? I knew it. The only daughter they actually care about is you, so there's no need for me to be a part of that family anymore. That's how things have always been between you and I, and after hearing that from them, I can't be bothered with any of you guys anymore. You are crying like a baby right now. Who cares about how crappy your past was? I'm sure to you, my past means nothing at all, but having to live almost half of my life being treated that way by you all, it takes a toll. But guess what? I never let all of that get to me, and still went ahead with getting a loan to buy that penthouse, and ever since then, I've been taking care of those two ungrateful jerks. I think I've done more than enough now, and have proven myself to be a very good daughter, even when all of my family around me were monsters. And that's why I am over you all now. Then, what am I going to do? I can't do this. This is going to be the end for me. I'm sure it will be.
Listen, you. Are you really going to throw your own little sister away like that? If you don't take care of her, she's really going to fall apart. Is that what you want to happen to her?
You can cry about this all you want, but what's happening now to her is called getting what she deserves. You all are becoming pains in my ass again, so would you just leave me out of it?
You really are a terrible older sister. I guess I'll have to introduce her to one of my friends that can lend her some cash. The interest rate is pretty high, but we just need someone to give us some money right now.
I see. Then please go and do that for her.
They are not someone we should be trusting, though. Are you really okay with me introducing her to them?
You guys were the ones who couldn't be trusted before when you were trying to scam me with whatever magical painting that was. So if anything, you are all alike in some ways. I'm sure that your friend you plan to introduce her to happens to be a loan shark, so maybe the fear of not paying them back will incentivize you both into getting actual jobs.
What? You? Your sister is going to fall into eternal debt if you let this happen. She'll never find her way out. This is a dark side of society that you'll be sending her into, and it's a scary, scary place.
What kind of threat is this? I don't care about either of you guys, so go ahead and do it if you want to. It really will not affect me one bit. Your only choice now is to find someone to lend you money, right? Or else you'll be losing that penthouse to the bank.
I know. Then I guess this will be it for us. But let me just warn you that I'm a convicted criminal. I was convicted for assaulting someone.
You're a convicted criminal, huh? That's wonderful.
What the hell does that mean? Do you have any idea what I could do to you? I have experience messing all kinds of people up who have gotten in my way, and I could do the same thing to you if you keep acting like a selfish prick. Or better yet, if you don't help us out over here, then who's to say what could happen to your sister and your parents?
Oh, so that's what you're talking about now. Well, tell me how things go there after you've done whatever it is you're going to do.
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I'm threatening you right now. Are you trying to tell me that you don't care about your family being ground to a pulp by me at any moment now?
Listen here, Trent. There's no way you'd ever be able to do that to them. I know the kind of person you are deep down, and you're not the kind of person you're trying to make yourself out to be.
What? How would you know who I am?
I can tell this is all a lie. You're just trying to act tough is all. And even if you were telling the truth, what makes you think I care about my family anymore anyway?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm saying that you are nothing more than a pet to Claire. You aren't as strong as you want others to think you are, but keep on trying to trick people into believing so because of Claire. She's the one that's doing this to you, right? Just like she did to me in the past. She's hurting you by always making you feel weak and like you're worth nothing. You're trying to act all tough now in order to make her happy and look better to her, but I can tell that all you are in reality is a simple chump. Whatever happened to your side of the family in all of this? She was the one that married you and became a part of your family, yet you guys aren't going to them for any help and have moved in with my parents. I'm pretty sure the reason you never talk to them anymore is because Claire told you not to, right?
Oh. You might be right about all of that, actually. The person that made the painting I've been trying to sell was my dad. Before Claire told me to stop talking to them, he asked me to take it, and I couldn't say no to him. But ever since then, I've been trying to sell it, by saying whatever people want to hear about it.
I see. Everyone is having a pretty hard time with something then, huh?
I understand there is no way for me to get you to help us. And to tell you the truth, I don't have a friend who can lend us any money right now. I was just trying to make you worry about your sister. We just can't give up here, though. We need you to give us some money.
Wild. So you both really are just two idiots, huh? Not shocked by that, though. Hey, please help us. There's nothing else we can do here, so please. What now? I thought I was finally free from ever having to talk to you again. No matter what we try, we can't get any money. We even went out and got a small loan from a loan shark. But now they keep coming to the house asking where their money is that we owe them. Well, you should have known that that would start to happen when you borrowed from a loan shark, right? You should have been prepared for something like that to start happening. I know that, but coming to the house every day asking for their money back is too often. I can't even leave this place anymore because the moment I step out of the house, someone is standing there asking for the money, and they will follow me all over town. Okay, then. What do you want me to do about that? I'm not going to ask you to start paying off all these loans again, but can you at least pay this loan shark so he'll get off our backs? So you want me to pay that guy back for you so that you never have to see his guys again? If we don't get them to leave us alone, things will only get worse. They haven't done anything directly to us yet, but every time they're around, they're taking pictures and videos of us. So how much will it cost to pay them back? We borrowed $100,000 from the guy at first, thinking we could live off that for 2 to 3 years. Huh? 100,000? You don't have that kind of money, you dunce. Ugh. I'm in a completely different country right now, Claire. I have to pay for myself right now and don't have that kind of money to just hand to beggars. I get that, but just make something happen for us, please. You have to have at least 100,000 in your bank account, right? Claire, for crying out loud. Are you not embarrassed to be asking me things like this now after all those years of making me feel like an outcast in the family? You are supposed to be the one that is good at communicating with others and have made it this far in life, right? You should be able to handle all of that yourself. This isn't a problem of whether I can handle all of this or not. What is Trent doing right now? Right now, Trent is working his butt off every day. He gave up on trying to sell that painting. He told me there's no point in him trying to sell it anymore because nobody is falling for his scam anyway. But even though he's working a serious job now, he still isn't making enough to pay off that loan shark. Well, you made things tough on you both by having him cut ties to his parents. At least he's trying his best right now to make some money the legal way, so maybe you should be trying that as well. I told you that even with him working a job, he's not making enough to pay anyone off. Do something about this. Jesus, Claire, I don't know what else to say to you. Your husband is at least trying to handle things on his own while his wife is sitting here whining like a baby. Go find a frickin' job, you bum! If you both put a little work into it, then you'll be able to pay everything off eventually. So, that's the only option then? I didn't want to have to work at all, and that's why I came home to Mom and Dad. I never thought that Trent would be trying so hard either. Go work a job and pay that loan shark. Now, you guys are all strangers to me, right? The only thing left to do is try? That's right. You can only try. So with all of that being settled, this time for sure we are cutting ties to one another. After that, Claire went out and got herself a part-time job and started looking for a full-time job thereafter. They are all walking on the edge of debt hell, but somehow they are making enough to pay off their loans. But since this isn't the life Mom and Dad had been asking for, they both started to burst out in anger. They constantly berated the two of them by saying things were better for them back when they lived with me. And not too long after breaking, they kicked both Claire and Trenton out of the penthouse. But the name on that place was still Claire's, and so she was still responsible for having to pay the loan there off. So after being kicked out of the penthouse by her parents, she went back in there and kicked her parents out. As of right now, without a place to call home anymore, both my parents just camp out around the building the penthouse is in, waiting for some kind of luck. That's what those two jerks get. When it comes to Trenton's parents, they actually turned out to be running a scam operation from their home, selling fake paintings that his father claimed were painted by him. They were both caught by the FBI and placed under arrest and taken to prison. Both of them have a bail that can be paid in order to be released from there, so each and every day, Trenton and Claire get calls from them asking for their bails to be paid. The both of them are still working hard to pay for literally everything and everyone, and seeing that really makes me thankful that I actually took my life seriously. And how are things going for myself right now? Well, I just picked up a new job in Paris designing clothing for a world-class brand, and will be moving there very soon. I already made myself a boyfriend in Denmark, but considering France and Denmark aren't too far away from one another, we might be all right with the long-distance relationship soon to come. Oh, I am really liking this new life I have now. Having all this freedom to myself now after being chained down by that family all those years.